Hello everybody, hope everybody's going extremely well. Let me put up my camera as always. Hello YouTube, hello Discord, I hope everybody's going extremely well. Welcome to my channel where I go through trading strategies. Today I thought I'd go through the DaviddTECH sort of suite, I guess, so I can go through everything. I try and get as much cram-packed information in there as possible so that we can actually see what's going on, how to use it, go through each and every step. Let me pull up the computer very quickly here first of all. Yes, so I'll go through each and every step. I'm trying to go through the DaviddTECH indicators, the Discord, everything that's part of DaviddTECH in one place. I'm going to try and go through in one single video so that we can find as much information as possible. I try to do this once a month as things change quite a lot. So hopefully I'll be able to get in there today. So anyway, I'm going to remove myself from the screen, and as always I'll do bring up the old the disclaimer. As you know, I'm not in the slightest a trading guru. I'm just somebody trying to look at markets, trying to find code and math to find good indicators and then help anybody trading, hopefully, to find tools that will help them to trade better using algorithms and things like that. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to DaviddTECH. If you haven't been here before, welcome to all the users. I hope that this will help you find your way through the DaviddTECH. I know that for anybody that's just joining, that there's quite a lot of information out there, so it's quite hard to navigate your way around. So I hope that I'll get through some of the information, the essential information. I'll probably do this in two parts because it might get a bit long. We'll see as we go along. If anybody is watching, let me see if I can find the chat window. Let me put up the chat window to see if anybody's actually watching at this time. Okay, I don't know where the chat window is. There we go. The main chat, main window. Okay, can't find the chat window. I'll try and put it up as I go along. Comments and reactions. There we go. That's it over there. So if anybody's watching, if you wouldn't mind just putting the comment in there. That way I'll know that you can hear me and everything's fine. And then I'll move on to talking about, as it says here, if you don't mind, don't hesitate to ask any questions whatsoever. I will answer as I go along as many questions as I possibly can. Okay. Hi from Bosnia. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Okay, that's great. Okay, so thank you very much for the comment. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through, start by going through the community. So the community is probably the epicenter, well, is the epicenter of all of DaviddTECH. It's hosted on Discord. We're around 7,000 members inside the Discord. If I put it up, I accidentally just closed it, but yeah, if I put it up, you'll be able to see that we're about 7,000 members. You'll be able to find all the information about DaviddTECH inside there. If you're a Patreon member, you will have automatically access to the DaviddTECH Discord. Let me pull the DaviddTECH Discord up for everybody so they can see it. So I'll go through very quickly what's in the DaviddTECH Discord. As I said, it is the epicenter of everything that goes around about DaviddTECH, and but most things that are happening are in the general chat. You'll be able to find some great members in there that are helping us build the community, helping each other out. The whole thing is about community and helping each other out, and beating the markets together. That's my ideas anyway behind the idea of DaviddTECH. So you'll be able to find rooms in here. We have a monthly competition with for content where I try to give back to everybody in the leaderboard here. You can look through some of the testimonials. It's open. You can write them and see the testimonials in there. You can, like I said, the most important room, I believe, is the general chat, where you can ask general questions. If you only just joined, you'll be able to access also the getting started room here, where we have some amazing mods and members who will help you getting started. Ideas for David is where you can post ideas for me. I go in there daily and have a look around. Then we have these new areas here where we have a couple of TA experts, I would say. So we have Johnny Crypto, who's now joining the group as an ABC trader. He trades essentially the ABCs, and he'll be putting his setups inside this room here, which is the trading room. We also have Vlad, who's going to be doing. I've put this all down in a note here. I'll go through it over here. So we also have ABCs with Johnny, as I said. We have Smarter Monies with Scope, who's going to be joining us, and also some TA for beginners with Vlad. I do personally, if you go down to the bottom, you'll be able to see this area here, which is the voice chat. I do twice a week, chats where I sit and go through as much information as I possibly can about updates, what I'm trading, and then we just have a little bit of a chat. It's a bit of a not meeting, but a open chat for us all to sit talking to each other and watching the strategies. Then we have Vlad here that does optimizations. So he's going to be doing optimizing strategies, trying to get the best out of the strategies. He's going to be doing that once a week. And then, like I said, there's going to be rooms in there for Johnny and Scope, which are going to be doing their own TA in those rooms. We also have rooms and threads, which are here, where you can find, they're here. Now, to get hold of these threads, which are pretty important as far as I'm concerned, if you go up to the top and you'll find, I haven't got it, find an area that says threads. You'll be able to see these threads here, and there is Vector Candles by Ollie. Ollie is an absolutely brilliant Vector Candle expert as far as I'm concerned, and he's got some absolutely fantastic information in there about Vector Candles. So that's a rundown very quickly of the Discord. For anybody that's already part of it, you probably know most of that information. There's our information about each of the trading strategies. You can look in the trading strategy setups here. You can also find some winning settings in here. They're backups of other people's settings. We have also code and your strategies for anybody who wants to share their findings and their own strategies. These two rooms are pretty cool as well. If you're using the DaviddTECH bot, you'll be able to ask questions about the DaviddTECH bot just here. If you're using one of the other APIs, which there's some fantastic ones out there like TradeLab AI, Alertron, and all of them in this list here are pretty good. So if you're looking to use those, you can ask questions, and most of the owners of these bots are actually part of the community, so they'll be able to answer your questions in these rooms here. So that's the Discord. As I said, you can go through the testimonials where you'll find some information about what other people are thinking of our community, and the actual indicators. As you can see, they're generally quite good. This is open. Anybody can post a review in there. As you can see, there's lots and lots of reviews in there, so you'll be able to go through. And when you reply to some of them, a lot of the members are very, very active and very nice, and they do reply back to people. So yeah, so that's great. So getting over to the actual strategies themselves, I will go through how to add a strategy to TradingView. and from DaviddTECH. So you're part of Discord. You want to go and add the actual trading strategies to your trading view. So first thing you need to do is go over to DaviddTECH, which is David with 2 Ds at the end and .tech, and then you will log in. So you can click this button up here or this one here, and it will take you to a login screen. Then you'll be able to click on the add to button over here. So let me pull this over here very quickly. Okay, so sorry, a user asked me to add their name in there, so okay, so first thing you need to do is scroll down, and you'll obviously have a video here. It might be this one, it may be replaced with this one by the time. So you can scroll down, you can see the latest strategy. So this is the latest strategy that I've built, which is called the dead zone at the time of recording this. And then you'll have a list of all of the strategies ranked by votes from the users in our Discord. So you'll be able to find that things like the ABC strategy seems to be one of the better ones. We also have the QQE trendy, seems to be very, very good, 63 votes. And the most recent one, which is the dead zone, which is one of my personal favorites now, is now at 42 votes. So you can easily vote yourself like that there, and that will bring them further up in the list. So you'll be able to find some settings on the side here. There's a couple of notes about how to optimize. But like I said, Vlad and I will be in Discord to answer your question about optimizations and things like that. And I am moving forward to a system where my settings will be automatically put into all of the trading view. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is go to tradingview.com and go over to your username here. You'll find your username just here, just like that over there. Mine's DaviddTECH, obviously. I'm just going to close Discord because it seems to be causing slight memory issues on my computer. If you click David, you can see your username. So that is the username that's going to be important to us. So you go back over here and you type your username. Mine's DaviddTECH, and then you press connect to TradingView. Now that will connect your account TradingView to the David.tech website, which allows you to add the TradingView scripts just by going down and clicking add to TradingView. That will now, once you've clicked that, you'll get a nice red button there, just like that, where it'll allow you to remove them, so you can add and remove at any time. And then we'll go over to TradingView. If I have a chart open here, perfect. If you go over to indicators now, up the top, yeah, if it would kindly open, and if we go over to invite only scripts on the side here, you'll be able to find a list of all of the DaviddTECH indicators that you have added. I've got quite a few, obviously, as I've been developing them. But yeah, so you'll be able to just add and remove them by using these red and green buttons on the side here, as you wish. Makes it cleaner so you can remove the ones that you're not using. That's another one that we'll talk about today as well. So I'm going to add that one to mine as well. So you'll be able to add and remove them and play around with the strategies, remove them if they're no good for you and you can't find a good setup, or just add the ones that you are interested in. You'll also be able to find that each of these have a link, so you have a link directly to the strategy itself, so you can find it on TradingView, which is quite useful, especially as you go down here. You'll be able to find a add to favorites indicator here. So you can find it easier by just clicking add to favorites, and then when you go back to TradingView over here and click indicators, you can add favorites here, and you'll be able to find the ones that are maybe not in the invite only. You'll be able to find, just makes things a little bit easier for you. So that is how to add to TradingView. Pretty simple, really. Once you have them on TradingView, you'll be able to go across. Let me find it here and play around with the settings. There is absolutely tons of settings in most of the trading strategies, except for the one. You'll be able to play around with all of the settings to be able to find your absolute best settings. As I said earlier, I am moving towards adding my settings to each and every one of them so that you can backtest them and find them easily. So that is that. So that is how to add this trading strategies to your chart. I wanted to go through that because, like I said, A lot of people have asked the question. I get quite a few questions in Patreon before people are getting into Discord. So I thought it'd be a good way of being able to address that kind of question. So as I've been developing all of these strategies, obviously best settings has been one of the most common questions that I've been asked. Never really known how to address the actual best settings idea. As I keep saying, my settings are not going to be the absolute best settings. They're settings that I've found either with the YouTube video that I've been watching, or with settings that I've added, things like the ATR to take profits and things like that. You can see in the description here how I go about optimizing in general. And yeah, so that will help you to find the best settings. But so getting back to losing line of thought here. So eventually, I've decided to come up with a new script called The One. The One is going to be my best settings in one place. You'll be able to find it here. It's this one here. No, it's not. It's this one here. This one here is The One. Maybe I'll change the logo to something like Neo here, like this one here, so you'll be able to find it a bit better. It's this one here, The One. The One is, like I said, my place for storing the best settings, so you can connect to them very, very easily. Let me pull it up here. So The One, let me hide that one there. Okay, so The One, as you can see, has hardly any settings. It just has the days of trading. It has a list of which algos, so which strategies to use. So you can either use the bigger extender 1 or 2 at the moment, and then dead zone. As you can see in this spreadsheet, and I have another spreadsheet as well, I do have a lot of setups for a lot of coins coming and pairs coming in the near future. So they'll be added one by one, or as I know that they're working out. So you have the best settings for the bigger extender, which is a strategy, and then you have a second one. If you mouse over this eye over here, you'll be able to see what I've optimized them for. So you'll be able to see that the bigger extender 1 and 2 has been optimized by DaviddTECH for Bybit, and on the 15-minute for BTC USDT. I'm currently on the dead zone. We've got, but you can play around with the risk management, so the percent of portfolio to use, the leverage, time zones over here. Time zones and dates and days of the week, so you'll be able to remove them, and sessions and things like that. But other than that, the only thing that you really can play around with is actually the API setup for connecting your trading view strategy to Bybit or to another exchange. Now you have two options here. Either you can use the DaviddTECH bot, which is this part here, or you can use the alert system to connect directly to something like Alertron or TradeLab AI or some other API setup. So the one, like I said, I tried to give my best settings inside of it. As you can see, I think today was the first time that this one had a loss. Other than that, it was in quite a good win streak. It seems like there's 2 on that one, but yes. See, it's been on quite a good winning streak for the past couple of days. As you can see, the max wins in a row was 11. The max losses in a row were 3. Total wins for 80 and total losses were 29. So it seems like that's my best settings put for the in one place. So you can download that one. It's called The One, and add it to your chart, connect it to bots. I personally prefer, if I was yourself, to go away and then find the settings that I've used. Like I said, you will have access to this Excel spreadsheet where you'll be able to click on the chart and you'll be able to see the full settings, and then you can use this copy link up here to be able to copy my chart and add it to your own chart, meaning that you'll be able to set up the settings in exactly the same way as I have, and then you'll be able to add your own settings and things like that, so that you can find your own settings that might be better or more adapted to your own trading style. So that's the one. Very quick high-end overview. Like I said, I will do longer videos for each of these. I have done quite a few videos on YouTube for most of these. So yep. So as I was saying earlier, once you're on TradingView, with TradingView, you have your chart set up with the settings that you want. You've got a trading strategy that you feel confident in, and you'd like to test it further. Next step would be connecting it to a forward tester, which we'll look at in a minute. Maybe we should do the forward tester first. I actually put this maybe the wrong way around. Let's have a look at the forward tester. Now, the forward tester can be found on trader.dev. Trader.dev is a website that I created, which we'll go to now. Hopefully, I'll be able to connect to it with no problems. If I go over to DaviddTECH demos over here. That's it. Right. Okay. So DaviddTECH is this website here. Extremely simple. Just a simple website on how to use it. So the idea is it's a trading journal. It'll take signals from TradingView and log them into a journal so that you can forward test in a way, taking the results of all of your results in one place so you can find them. Very much like a test net if you're using Bybit testnet or another testnet. You'll be able to log all of your strategies, but the good thing about the trader.dev is that it actually will take into account the name of each strategy, so you'll be able to separate them into kind of categories, I guess, of each strategy, so that you can find them easily, find out the results, etc. So you've logged in with Patreon. It will ask you to log in with Patreon if you come here first, and you go over to here and click up the top here where you go to the dashboard. Here you'll have be able to list your strategies. So you click on the side over here with list your strategies. And you'll be able to see a list of your strategies. So the idea is I keep saying the idea is, I apologize about that, but we're going to be adding our strategy. So we're going to be testing the one today. So we add strategy, we go over to and give it a name of the one. So that will just be able to tell you what the name of the strategy. I like to then add what I'm actually trading, USDT, and also the exchange on Bybit. The reason being is that you could end up testing the one on lots of different exchanges, lots of different time frames. I also like to add the time frame. I forgot about that. 15 minutes. That way I can easily find them. There is a place here where you can add your chart URL, so you can go back and find it quite easily. But you only need to go and click away on that chart, and you've lost maybe the time frame or whatever because it's saved it somewhere else. So it gives you somewhere to add information. You could also add this to the notes here if you wanted to, but that's just how I set things up. Now you give it an initial account balance of $1,000 or whatever you'd like to set it up. And then you can choose whether you're using a fixed or a percentage amount of your account for each and every trade. So if you're using a fixed amount of 10, you'll be using 10 USDT for each trade. And if you're using percent, you'll be using 10% of your account for each trade. So we see that would compound as price or as you win and lose trades, and you'd have a higher or lower amount added to each trade. There is a way of rounding your decimal points up here. The reason being for that is that there are quite a few altcoins that are lots of decimal points away. So I gave it a way of actually being able to round it up for things like BTC, things like that. So you don't have too much of a long decimal point. Just a feature that I've added. You can get rid of it by adding -1 here to ignore it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the one where I was a minute ago. This is the one here, and I'm going to copy my URL just like that over to here so that I can get back to my chart easily and find out where I was. Like I said, it's all right when you've got one chart, but when you've got 20, 30 charts, you might sit there getting lost quite easily. So it's nice to have your charts and your beers organized. Then we go over to the top up here, press save. That's going to save that to the database so that it's created your strategy. If you go over to all strategies now, you'll be able to find it easily. It's just there. We can edit it or delete it at any time. Now, on the side over here, that has created our API codes so that we can start logging trades. You have two options. You have DaviddTECH strategies or other strategies here. If you're using somebody else's strategy and you want to forward test that, this is completely compatible with that as well, with that idea. Just that they're slightly different, so you will have to copy different codes into here. So we're going to be using a DaviddTECH strategy. So I'm going to first of all copy and paste this information here. So this is going to be our long entry. This is going to be our long exit, short entry and short exit. So what we do is we copy this. We go there, copy that. I should make that automatic. Next time I go onto the website, I will make that automatic. So it copies as you paste it, click it, makes things a bit easier for everybody. Anyway, back to where we were. We're going to go back down here. We're going to remove use DaviddTECH bot because we're not using the DaviddTECH bot. The DaviddTECH bot is connected directly to Bybit. So we're not using the DaviddTECH bot for this. Then we go down here and we're going to be actually testing. So we're going to be clicking and pasting that just here like this, and that will enter all the information that we need to record our results. Now, currently, the forward testing platform only works with things that with a single take profit. I will be working, or have been working on a multiple take profit and things like leverage and things like that to add into these options here. But for currently, at the moment, it's single take profit. This is the exit, so we're now going to copy and paste our exit in here just like that. Go down, next one along. We're going to go here and then add the enter a short here just like that. Need to remove that. And we're going to add a short exit just like this here. Okay, so we have added the API codes for the long entry, the long exit, the short entry and the short exit. So that now lets our bot know when we've entered and exited. You also have a log on the side here, which I've activated. You can remove that just by going down to the bottom over here, but it helps you to see what information has been sent to the website. So I'm going to remove that. Now the next part is connecting TradingView to our forward testing platform. If you've already connected to API services, it's very simple. We're going to take our URL here. Now we copy that URL. We're going to go over to TradingView here. We're going to click on this bell here. As you can see, I have quite a few alerts going off all the time. I'm going to click on this clock up the top here. You also can click on the three buttons here and click add alert to the one. That's probably the easiest way of doing things actually. So I'm going to do that. Okay, there's a couple of options that we need to sort out here. First thing we're going to do is go fill orders only. If you do fill and alerts, DaviddTECH has added the alerts and the fill in there. So you will get two alerts if you do both of them. So the best thing to do is fill or only. We will then go down here and we will copy and paste the URL. Now, if you're new to TradingView, it may look like this. We're going to click on there, that checkbox there, and that will give you this button just here. This will give you this box just here, so you can copy and paste your URL in there. We're going to give it a name, so this is going to be test forward tester, FT for forward tester. Then we're going to go down to the message area and completely empty it. Now, there is a placeholder that we have to put in here for safety reasons more than anything else. It just allows us to get the right message. So you click to get this black window open on the side. You click on this question mark at the side here. This will pop out a window over here. I have pasted this several times in Discord, which you will be able to find. You need to copy strategy.order.alert_message with curly brackets into there. You'll be able to find that strategy.order.alert_message, and you can copy and paste that into the area just like that, just there. Really appreciate it, David. Hear from Discord. Thank you very much for the nice messages. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. Yeah, so that's that. So I've added that there. You will now be able to press create, and that will create an alert. It'll take a couple of minutes for it to pop up here. As soon as that alert is ready, as soon as a new trade is made by your trading strategy, it will alert the website and record all of the information. You can pause at any time by pressing pause. You can play at any time. But do remember, if you change anything inside the strategy, you will need to reset up and remove the alerts so that they're removed and added for future for any new updates, etc. So that is the forward testing platform. Now what happens on the forward testing platform? Let me go back over here. Where is it? Here we go. Right. So once that's done, what you'll do is you'll have here a nice graph with a table at the bottom, which gives you your equity curve, gives you a number of winning trades, losing trades, the win rate, and then you'll have a list of all of the trades with their open price, close price, P&L, total, open price, side, whether it's a short or a long, and the date and time that it was actually made. There is an example on the website here. It's gone to DaviddTECH. If I go to trader.dev, if I go here, you'll be able to see an example of what that actually looks like once it's running. So that, like I said, helps you to forward test. It's always good to back test. It's always good to forward test the results. Means that you can test on current data to make sure that the actual trading strategy isn't in the slightest a overfit, which you always have to be very, very careful with, or it may be repainting or anything like that. And I think any of the trading strategies that you may have set up, if it's an indicator, you may have to wait for the alert to actually wait for the close of the candle or things like that, and you get to actually test all of that great stuff. So that is how to set up the forward tester. Now, once you've gone from the forward tester, you can actually set up a bot. We have here at DaviddTECH a bot, which is a bot for connecting you directly to Bybit. So you can take your trades without having to go to the chart. It will use exactly the same way as you just saw for the forward testing platform. The bot actually works using the alerts, so you can connect directly to your trading platform. Like I said, currently it works on Bybit, but very, very soon it will work on Binance and FTX and a couple of other trading platforms that are out there, trading exchanges. I apologize. So I will go through this very, very quickly. It is very, very similar to what you just saw as a forward testing platform. So I won't spend too long doing it, but I will show you how to set up Bybit's APIs and things like that. So first things first, I need to very quickly go off to another screen very quickly here to open Bybit, as I'll be sharing my Bybit account. Let me log in very quickly. Sorry about this. Okay. Okay, here we are on Bybit. First thing we're going to do is go over to the bot itself. Let's go over to Bybit here, just like this. And right, so first thing we're going to do is connect Bybit. So as you saw just a second ago, we were looking at this chart here. That's the one over here. We were looking at how to connect the forward testing platform. So it's going to work in exactly the same way, except for we're going to be using the DaviddTECH bot up here. So the best practice obviously is to remove this code here. You don't actually have to, but best practice is to remove this code here just to make sure you don't get any like double messages or anything like that. So we're going to be going over to here and we're going to be connecting DaviddTECH bot. Now, DaviddTECH bot allows us to connect either to testnet or to the live net on DaviddTECH. There is also the forward testing platform here, but you can ignore that for the moment until I've made some improvements. Just use, like I said, the areas down here. So I'm going to be using the live connection area here, and we're going to be setting up either a percentage of portfolio or USDT amount. Now, there are two ways of doing this. We're going to first look at the most simple way of doing things, and then I'll show you how you can connect any other indicator other than DaviddTECH, or if you come across maybe a problem, I'll show you another way of doing that. So the live test, so obviously, as I just said, I'm going to be using a live account on Bybit. I do suggest that you test with the test net first of all, obviously. We're going to be using a percentage amount. So it's going to be this one here, percentage amount. The percentage amount is going to be a percent of 50% of my account. It shouldn't be that much, but that's what I'm going to use just for the example at the moment. Now, as you can see, it's requesting an API key and an API secret. There is a API encryptor on DaviddTECH. If you go over to DaviddTECH, I haven't got it open here. DaviddTECH over here, you'll be able to find an encryptor which allows you to encrypt the actual code. So it's not directly sending the code from DaviddTECH. Never stores any code. It's a serverless option which sends the command directly to Bybit. Nothing is stored in the slightest. You do have a way of connecting directly to Discord, Discord's ID here, so you can get a message from a Discord bot, which I will show you in a minute. But none of these are stored, the API keys or secrets are stored at all on our server. Serverless option from Google Cloud, and that Google Cloud allows us to connect directly to Bybit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to Bybit. We go over to Bybit up here, and we're going to click up in the top corner and click API. Then we're going to be creating a new API key. There is a third-party option which has DaviddTECH on it, but I don't suggest using that one, as it seems that Bybit hasn't authorized all of the IPs yet. So best idea is to do it yourself. As I always say, you're in control of everything if you know what information is behind everything, so it's best to do it this way as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to call it DaviddTECH. So you go up to the top, you click API transaction. Call it whatever you like. It can be DaviddTECH. You're going to give us permission for orders, prepositions, if you're using USDC. We're going to be using the API version 3 for derivatives, and we're going to spot trade if that's what you want to be using. Obviously, we don't have the spot trading option at the moment, but it's something that I'm working on, so I will check it for the moment, just so that I know that it is possible in the future, will be possible in the future, so that this video will be useful in the future as well. So anyway, you choose the ones from the list which are important to you, and then we're going to authorize an IP. Now you can just leave it empty, but obviously that means that any IP will be able to take trades. You really want to block it to the IP which I have put in here. I've also put this in Discord. You'll be able to find that. You'll be able to find it also on the website, just above the URL. I will post it also in the comments of this video. So what we do is we go over to the Bybit website, and we copy and paste that IP just there like that. Means that it's limiting the API to the serverless option that we put in place, and no other server will be able to connect on this API. Then if you press submit, it's going to ask you for our two-factor options from Google. I'm just going to move this from the screen very quickly so that we can connect it directly with Google. This won't take me that long, I hope. Okay, so if I go over to here and then I type in okay, so this will be removed after this live stream, or probably before the end of it. These will come up with a API, which will give you the API code, the secret, and the permissions that you've given it. So we need to copy the API key. So we copy that, and we go back over to our trading strategy over here, and we're going to paste that API key just like that there. Then we go over to the API secret and we copy and we paste that into API secret just like that there. And that's how you connect directly to TradingView, directly to to Bybit and the DaviddTECH bot. You choose whether you want to use the encryptor that I spoke about earlier. You'll be able to find the link there. It is inside it, so you'll be able to find the link to the encryptor. If you're using the encryptor, you have to put these codes and copy and paste them into the encryptor first, and it will convert them and encrypt them so that they're encrypted before going over towards Bybit. They're decrypted and then sent to Bybit so that you'll be able to take the orders. Then we have our entry type. It's going to be entry type market and exit type limit. We also will be able to connect a Discord bot. Now, the Discord bot, I did do a full video on how to connect the Discord bot, so I won't go through that completely because otherwise it just will take forever to get through this. But the Discord bot is essential to using the API. Let me put it up at least to show you guys how to work it. Oh, I might as well find the URL very, very quickly whilst I'm there. There is a full tutorial on how to get the actual developer status for Discord. Let me pull this over very, very quickly over here. And then I'll show you how to do this. Sorry about this, I will not be long. Okay, so if you go over to DaviddTECH, and you can see that there's this bot here. This bot there will send you messages as soon as there's any like logs or any errors or any trades that are made. Like I said, I've been through a video on how to do this. I will go through another video another date. Take me a bit too long to be able to do it today, so the DaviddTECH bot is inside of inside of Discord, inside of our community. What happens is it connects directly to here, and if there's an error, for instance, like you haven't got enough money on your account, or to cover the actual trade, or a trade is opened, or something like that, it'll send you a message saying new trade open, so you can have a full log of the trades and get an alert. Then we have our email address. Now, the email address is found on david.tech. So it's obviously the email address that you use in your profile over here. So if you click on edit profile, you'll be able to find your email address for that. It's obviously the email address that you use for Patreon or whatever there. Mine's hi@david.me. Has to match exactly as on the website. Otherwise, it won't be able to find it. And it just authorizes to make sure that not anybody can send trades under your name or whatever. So it just authorizes, very, very simple, your email address, the API key, the API secret, and you're ready to go. So that's all you need to do for the DaviddTECH bot. Then what we do is we press OK over here. And that's going to create the settings on the one currently. Now what we need to do is go back over to david.tech. If you go to david.tech and then log in, you can go up here and then you click on this up here in the corner, this avatar in the corner. Scroll down and go to david.tech bot beta. You'll be able to click here and then you'll be able to create a bot just like that there. There's a little story about behind the bot and how it was built. And yeah, so most important thing is this. You don't need to fill out in the slightest if you're using the DaviddTECH bot. There is several options. You don't have as many options on the side as me, but that's just admin options. You will have just this here. On the side here, you'll have DaviddTECH strategies, you'll have other strategies and a video tutorial. So all you need to do is go over to DaviddTECH strategies. And if you're using the setup that I just showed you, you literally need to press copy webhook URL, go back to your chart, and then set up a alert just like earlier. Click on alert over here. And then you copy and paste the URL that you just copied. Now that will be a completely different URL to the test platform. So this is live trading, the one. So giving it a name. And first thing you also need to do is go up here and click order fields only, just like in the actual testing platform. Then we go over here. We press the button on the side up here, which gives us the placeholder we were talking about earlier. Exactly the same one, curly brackets, strategy.order.alert messages, and then you click and you copy and paste that into that area there, press create, then you can go and have a copy whilst your trading strategy is trading by itself. You need to click on the clock up here to make sure it's alerted, is ready, and just like I said earlier, we can block trades. We can block alerts by pressing the pause or press play. I have one here which is on the 30-second. Let's give it a roll. I'm not sure that one is. I think this one here is the right one. Let's see if whilst we're chatting anything pops up. Now you do have to press understood there. I'm going to go over to USDT. Derivatives USDT over here to see if we actually get any trades pop up. So I'll leave that to run in the background, and if any trades pop up, hopefully we'll get entered. Okay, that just closed the short, so I'm hoping in a minute. I'm not sure that the one that I've paused on will actually activate, because I'm not sure whether the IP is there, but we'll just test. Might as well whilst we're here, see if it works. Should be there in the next 30 seconds if it doesn't pop up. There you go. Okay, we've just had our first order. As you can see, it's put in our order where it should be. It's also put in a limit stop loss and a limit buy. This is what I was talking about earlier. Make sure that you are on fill only. Here I've actually activated two strategies, so it's obviously taken two orders. That wasn't what I was planning, but anyway, right. So as I said, it's taken two orders because it had two alerts set up, but we do have a limit, limit set here for taking profits, and we have our stop loss set already in the exchange, so you don't have to worry about the trading view alerts not setting or sending off or whatever. You can just leave it in the background to run. This is a 30-second strategy. I've had it running for quite a while now, and it's working no problem whatsoever. So yeah, so your stop loss is set, as you can see down here. Your take profit is not set inside of this area here. It's set as a limit order, or you can set it as a market order using this here in the settings, but currently as default it's limit order, so you can see that the green line is where it is. If you have multiple take profits, it will add the 3 or the 2 or the 1, or well, it's not multiple if it's 1, but you'll add the 2 limit orders below this. Looks like I'm about to get stopped out, but yeah. So anyway, so that's how that works. There we go. As you can see, we're going to get stopped out. Oh, didn't quite get there. That was close. Yeah, so it will hit the stop loss, and it'll be, if the bot detects that it's been stopped out, it will pop up and take you out the trade, or the stop loss will be here. If you're using things like trading stop losses, what it does is it will leave your stop loss there. It will trail below the stop loss, and then it will rely on TradingView's alerts to alert TradingView Bybit to close trades if that trading stop is hit. So make sure you do not remove any alerts or anything like that if you're currently in a trade, if you're relying on the trading stop losses. And things like, what else would there be? I think that's about it, really, to be honest. Yeah, that's really how to use the bot. Pretty simple. It works pretty quick, as you saw. The trade is very, very quick in there. This is just a test account. I do suggest that if you're using APIs to set up a sub account, with that sub account, you can put a small amount of money on it to be able to test, and also it'll keep your API codes safer, because obviously that'll be restricted to the small amount of money that's in your account. You never know. That's for any platform that you're using. That's my personal suggestion, just because I like to keep my money safe. Okay. So that is that done. I'm going to now pause all this so it doesn't empty out my trading account. They're all paused. Perfect. So that won't alert anymore. This one will still, obviously, when it hits the stop loss or the take profit, will still close, because those lines are actually on the trading exchange. So, yeah, cool. Okay, so that's how to use the bot. The bot, pretty simple, really. Like I said, you can connect it to Discord. I won't go through that, as I said, because it's something that I don't really need to do at the moment. I've done a full tutorial just on that, so there's no point in me going through it as this part. Forward testing platform we've been through. There's also the Chrome extension that we use a lot inside of our Discord, called the Strategy Helper. Helps you to optimize your trading strategies. Now, this isn't built by me, but we use it ourselves. It isn't liked at all by TradingView, so please don't go against the TradingView T's and C's. But it's a tool that we use occasionally. Yeah. As always, Vlad in the community is one of our. He's more than just a moderator. He helps me a lot, so thanks to Vlad very much. He does weekly giveaways. There's going to be another giveaway this week, so keep an eye on that. It's always on Gleam.io, so keep an eye out for that. He does also some watch parties where we watch YouTube videos together of other users, things like that. Hi Vlad, thanks for watching. How you going, mate? I'm just going to have a glass of water very quickly, because Vlad kindly always reminds me to drink some water whilst chatting with you guys. So anyway, yes, always doing watch parties, poker nights, chill and talk about trading. He's in there weekly. I did say earlier that we also have a couple of new members in the team. Johnny doing ABCs. ABCs are one of my favourite. Hydrate, yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, one of my favourite trading strategies that I personally do manually with the indicator, but manually. We have a Scoop who does smart money, and he is going to be opening a room inside Discord for September. I'm going to do maybe some live streams as well. Vlad, as I said earlier, he does TA for beginners. Inside, he's going to be doing some streams about TA for beginners, going through things like wedges, bull flags, bear flags, things like that. Then we have the AMAs with myself twice a week, optimizing. Vlad's going to be going through some optimizing and finding best settings as well. And then we have Ollie also, who does some fantastic hidden gems with the vector candles. Ollie is, we're just kind of building a strategy for Ollie, and in the meantime, he's given us really great signals, which I enjoy reading daily. So thank you very much to Ollie. And that is pretty much it. I think I've been through most things. I think we're pretty good to go, or to be honest. I hope that I've gone through everything. I will wait a little bit to see if there's any questions. Don't think there's particularly many people watching, but the idea was just to have a video so that we can have a reference for later. I think we've been going for quite a while now, almost an hour. Fantastic. So unless there's any questions, I'll give it a couple of minutes. And forward testing platform. Yes, indeed, I've been through all of that. Vlad, thank you very much. I think I can even put your question up on the screen somehow. No, I can't. Anyway, yeah, so to broadcast, can I do that? Yeah, cool. Didn't know I could do that. Right. Anyway, so yeah, I've been through the forward testing platform. Here, as I said, the forward testing platform, been through the bot, how to connect it using the IP. I've been through the one, as I said, our best settings in one place. Then you have access to the 50 strategies. I've been through that and how to add them. Been through absolutely everything, I hope. If there's any questions, I'm in Discord, like I said, twice a week, doing voice chats, kind of a hangout where we all talk and answer questions and just chat. Big community where we like to chat and talk about things. Thanks for joining me. Have a great evening. Have a great day. I hope that this has been useful for everybody looking to find their way through the Discord on DaviddTECH. Thank you very much for joining me. I will see you on Thursday inside Discord. Take care. Bye bye now.